Hey guys, I am Mr.Illusion and today I'm going to try to imitate Jason Ladanye in some of his poker demonstrations. So he's a very great magician and yeah, let's go.
You know, I get a lot of challenges on this channel and I gotta say, this one's ridiculous. No, you've gone too far. Find your card with a potato masher. So no, we're not gonna do that, just kidding. Here's the potato masher. If you're here, you could select a card. You've heard that line, pick a card, burn that into your memory. The King of Spades. We'll give the cards a couple shuffles. And the challenge here is not really going to be finding that card with the potato masher. The challenge is gonna be figuring out what on earth you guys are gonna say next. Where are you going to move the goalposts now? What other utensil?
I think, well, let's see that again. I think I will be able to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that too, just like this, okay. He starts there with that he grabs a deck of cards, shuffles once, and I think that this shuffle has nothing to do there with. So what could be the secret is that he has a special thick card and it was a 4, so the spectator couldn't really choose a specific one, so it was a thick card and then he could, with the potato masher, pick there up the cards, but I don't think that he did something like that. I think that there is more skill. So the first riffle shuffle was probably just a riffle shuffle. Guys, you know, I get a lot of challenges on this channel. Okay, I'm not going to imitate him like that. Damn, shuffle. Anyway, the potato masher, I don't have really a real one, but I think this one will do that too. He introduces his video, then the spectator is allowed to just pick randomly any card he wants. In this case, the blue 7. The cards come back into the deck of cards. Let's do that like this. He shuffles the cards twice, I think. Then he gives the deck a little quick shuffle, and after this 2 shuffles, he also cuts the deck. And then with the potato masher, okay, I'm not really great at that, but you see it, it's actually really hard to just flip over cards with that. Who's that practicing? Okay, I got it right, but the secret is crazy, because he starts there with that he just shuffles the cards. That was probably a real shuffle. Then the spectator picks a card, and I don't think that he just in-joked the card. So you can control the card. For example, this one, you can just bring it somewhere, and I can just drop over the cards like that, and it's on top. That is actually possible, okay? And you also can control the card during a few shuffles or overhand shuffle, whatever, also during cuts. But what is special, he is not doing like typical for him, the shuffle flat on the table. And I think that's because he was using something what's not a real gap, that's just a move with your card. If you show a card like that, you can, by pushing back the card, bend it a little bit so that it's a little bit tilted. And that would explain why he would shuffle the cards like this flat on the table, because you then would, as the audience, see where this card would be. So I think that's maybe why he was just showing show the shuffle as a normal standard riffle shuffle with bridge in the air, so not flat on the table. Okay, let's continue. Then we don't need this. Next video.
If you play cards for money, you might consider following this page, because I'll show you how it's possible for a card cheat to manipulate the shuffle. In addition to manipulating a shuffle, a good card cheat has to know how to manipulate the cut. That's very important. We all know if you play cards for money, you always have to cut the cards. Oh, I guess I got lucky. Now, I'll leave the aces face up so you can see what's happening. And after 40 years of practice, this stuff really isn't that difficult anymore. I can't believe that people still think it's luck.
Okay, I think this will be a little bit more hard for me. Anyway, I'm going to try that. Just cut the deck. How did he did that? Anyway, there was the first joke the first ace he produced, and now it's my task to somehow find other jokers. I don't really know why he did that with an overhand shuffle, because that's not allowed in a casino. There's the second one. But what he did then is, I think, a bit more difficult, because the two jokers were face up on the deck, and then he was shuffling, so you could follow the cards where they are. And I think that's a little bit more difficult to do, because if the spectator could follow the cards where they are, everything becomes a little bit more tricky. Yeah, I think tricky is the right word. Okay, shuffle cuts everything we needed. The third roll he burns. Okay, then we'll just do that with one dice. Okay, 2 cards. And now the question is, what next? No, he did something, I think, like... Was he burning even more cards? I don't think so. Anyway, he burned a few cards. Just some heat. Okay, anyway, forget. We just will deal out cards. And I got lucky. And I got lucky a second time. Exactly like he did. And then I think he burned a card, and we could burn 4 cards. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Then he dealt the flop, the turn, and then the river. Anyway, I don't know how many cards he really dealt. Anyway, doesn't matter how many cards he actually showed. But what's important, together, this makes for me the best hand I could actually get in a poker game. And this is the rest of the whole deck of cards. How does Jason Ladanye do that? Okay, how is that possible? I think the way that was possible was that this was my 38th take. 138th take. Just do so many takes, and when you get that right, and that happens what you want. That is no sleight of hand card cheaters are using. That is pure luck. I think the dice, okay? How could we manipulate the dice? How could I manipulate the cut? That isn't possible. This is just luck. Of course, there are some videos, and I don't know how he did that there, but this videos I could find out how he did that, probably, so I could do that too. And yeah, maybe you enjoyed it and have fun. See you next time.